this empty town. We're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Hello and welcome everybody.
Playoffs and the momentum leading up to it is all but high at this point.
You have to go into every gunfight in this game, especially where trades are almost a necessity. A Seeker will come through and steal 3.
God damn it, I'm hyped. K7, you just got a trade here on a Wednesday night.
All right, K7, how are you doing this evening? I am Brett FX, joined here by Matt, and this is going to be it's going to be a match, that's for sure. Living Nightmare versus HeartBreakers. HeartBreakers looking to finish up the season going 9-0. We'll see if they can actually do that here tonight. It's it's going to be interesting if they can. I think they can, honestly, have a perfect season here. But Living Nightmare going to try and play spoiler, at the very least, maybe make it exciting. I don't know. We'll see. My bet is that we're probably going to be seeing a 3-0 here, but you never know. I mean, it could be just the COD gods on their side, and we see a game 4 or, heaven forbid, a game 5. But anywho's, yes, should be good. So Matt, he is here. He's going to be carrying the cast here tonight. And let's go ahead and take a look right here at our maps.
Yeah, so hopefully, it's not the typical stuff we've been seeing, but obviously the Raid, S&D, and Control going to be coming out. Those are normal, but that Map 5 Express will be there to play if need be. Garrison for that second hard point, and the first hard point being Moscow went all over the place there. But yeah, Moscow, Raid, Garrison, Express. So be very exciting to see that Express, but like you said, just the Living Nightmare going up against HeartBreakers being one of the better teams this season, trying to close out undefeated. I really don't see this going to a map 5, maybe a map 4, maybe Living Nightmare will pull something out for S&D. You never know, but I think the 3 maps that we're seeing first, I think those might be the only ones we're seeing. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Living Nightmare roster for tonight going up against these boys over here. We have Matthew, who's the oh god. So Evil, I believe that's how you say it, will be subbed for Evil today, but then with him will be Mr. Josh and Slugger. That will be the Living Nightmare guys here tonight going up against the HeartBreakers roster, which we can go ahead and throw up on stream real quick and go ahead and take a look at the roster, who they will be playing today. That'll be I believe it's Octavane. I'm never gonna say that right. Cheesy, 04, and Dior. Once again, probably said them all wrong, but that is just all of that stuff.
Is it like Dior? Is it like Dior, like a perfume or something?
It probably. It sounds like a fancy odor.
Yeah, no, not odor.
I know, yeah.
Dior. I don't know. I've probably seen something in commercials like that. Anyways, yeah. So there's your MVP roster there from HeartBreakers.
Yeah.
As like I said before, they're gonna try and go perfect here on the day. We'll see if that's gonna be the case. You know what? Another thing that kind of just irks me just a bit here. So since Express has come back into the map pool, every single time that is come up in the map list that I am casting, it's always game 5, and we never get there.
Unfortunate.
That's just not fair. It breaks my heart. HeartBreakers is possibly going to break my heart again tonight by not going to a game number 5. I almost want them to throw 2 maps just so that we can see that. I said almost, by the way.
Almost.
So no, we don't want anybody to be throwing maps here, guys. We absolutely don't. But yeah, so first map will be on Moscow. So I'm definitely I like that map. That's probably one of my favorite maps here. Of course, Raid is always a solid one, but Moscow should be some fireworks, hopefully, from both of these teams. Living Nightmare, I mean, they're not a super terrible team. They they have the potential to do some work here. It is going to be a little bit of a shame that they do have a last second sub coming on in, because that's going to kind of throw everything a little bit into a whack. Communication, comms, how people typically play. So probably not going to be helping them too much there in that respect. But hey, we could be seeing a curveball being thrown. Maybe we see at least both teams cracking that 200 point mark. Although that Might be a tall order. We'll see if that's the case. But should be getting started here pretty darn soon. Just waiting in for that last player to join on up. And it does look like the map is going to be starting. So hopefully that on screen soon.
He's saying it's starting and he doesn't even pull it up.
He's like,
Hero
by the way,
production, guys.
By the way, so Connie decided to sketch on us tonight. I'm joking, by the way. He didn't sketch on us. He just miscommunication there. Oh, Heroes. Yeah. So Hero right now is producing. He's totally, he's like, no, he sketched. He's got proof. He's got proof. He's posted on Twitter tonight. Connie has no excuse. He's going to be producing tonight. So if anything goes wrong, you guys can, I guess, blame Connie in a roundabout way. So Hero absolutely takes no blame for what happens this evening. Yeah, no, earlier, Matt, I swear, dude, I wish I had the voice in the Discord where I could actually have streamed that, because it was absolute, utter hilarious going on. Hero breaking down, just, it was fantastic. Content, quality content.
Hero. What are we gonna do with you? Yeah, it's Hero. What can we expect with a 19 kill performance in a, I believe, a 3-map series, only 19 kills in total. So it was very interesting seeing play. Last time we saw Hero on the sticks, wasn't very well, but we're gonna go ahead and get things started here. HeartBreakers going up against Living Nightmares, map number 1. Already getting into the hill, going to be contested already. 2 players on Living Nightmare already in there, having some outside presence here. 0-4, looking to find an early pick, but I don't think it'll be happening. Dior actually runs right past the player, going to be able to find one. Josh going to be able to find one. Dior finding straight immediately. Looking for kill number 2. Dior going to go ahead and make his way now into the hill, and that's going to be 3 down for the side of Living Nightmare. Make that 4. HeartBreakers are just running through this Living Nightmare roster, kind of like how we were expecting it to be, but so far so good for HeartBreakers as they break kill number 1.
That is textbook right there, man. Just locking up those kills, being able to push through no problem. Josh still staying alive, though, in the back, doing a decent job. He finally does get taken care of. But we should be seeing those spawns coming in for the HeartBreakers for next. But honestly, right now, it is looking like they're just going to be relying solely on just the ability to frag out Living Nightmares. Treasy is going to be all alone, though, in a 1v2. Does get taken down, so that potentially opens it up here for them to get maybe a little bit of a flank going down. Not going to be the case, though. It is just kill feed, even a team kill coming in there as well. But yeah, that's just all HeartBreakers all day long, able to lock it down. They're absolutely letting nobody get onto this point.
Yeah, so like you said, so far so good for the HeartBreakers roster. Living Nightmare doing all that they can to go ahead and break the hill. 30 seconds left on the hill. Trades will go ahead and come out from both sides, but now it's going to be 2 players left up against the other 2 players of HeartBreakers. 1-for-1 trades going on, but the early rotate, as you can see now from Yer, going to be making his way over to hill number 3, joined by Mr. Matthew Z. Also going over there, but number 7 on the radar. Going to go ahead and get an engagement. Going to find 1 player early, and now just go ahead and they're going to soak up that extra time there on hill number 2. You're going to be able to find that number 7 in Treasy in the back, and they will go ahead and have a good setup going into this next hill. Living Nightmare only they're not down by too terribly much. You know, we're going into hill number 3. We were expecting HeartBreakers to kind of come out swinging, but I think Living Nightmare so far is doing a good job and kind of just contesting the entire time. And once again, I actually casted these guys I think last weekend. I think Josh was also using the Bulldog. He was actually doing quite well with it. Hopefully we can go ahead and see some more of that action in the meta of things, because it's really kind of boring seeing just the 74U being the sub. But HeartBreakers, kills after kills, going to go ahead and retake this hill, and they have spawns. They're going to look good probably for the rest of this hill, unless we see a really good break coming from Living Nightmare.
Honestly, I think that that was going to be inevitable. Break comes in pretty clean, all things considered. You do see a wild spawn all the way there into the back. It's going to be Slugger. There's an opportunity to play a little bit spoiler for this trash time. We'll be able to do just that. But once again, rotations are going to be won here by HeartBreakers. Number 7 there, he's going to be ready and waiting for the flank to come on in. We do see, looks like number 8 there, 0-4, is going to be set up inside the building. But yeah, I think that HeartBreakers should be able to have this on lockdown for the most part, though we do see some weird split spawns coming on in. So a little bit of a mix is going to be happening here by those buses. Nice little 2 kills will be coming in for Living Nightmare. Now it's only down to 0-4 to try and make something happen. He gets picked up. No, he is going to be able to pick up one. Finally does get taken down inside the bus. So fantastic job right there from Living Nightmare, being able to at the very least rotate and get a little bit of time. If not, they're getting time. They are playing spoilers. So being able to contest it, as you said, keeping the game relatively close. I mean, we are on hill number 4, 30 seconds into it. Typically right now, you would expect maybe HeartBreakers to be up into that 100-point margin. But no, Living Nightmare, they have had something else to say about it. And so far, they are going to be able to fight back.
Yeah, completely agree with you once again. Living Nightmare doing the best that they can. And, you know, it's a 30-point game, and you're going up against one of the best teams in the league who have yet to drop a series so far. Not too sure how many maps the HeartBreakers have dropped so far, but it's going to be okay. So per the voices in mine and Brett's head right now, we were just told HeartBreakers, if they go ahead and win this game right here, this entire series, they will be the first team in K7 to go undefeated during the regular season going into playoffs. So that'd be obviously a really good achievement in general just to go ahead and pull off just being an undefeated team regular season. But now you're going to be the first in the league, which is obviously, you know, K7, a good league, you know, with, I mean, it's here running and only can be so good, but I know he can't say anything right now. I mean, he can, but anyways, back to the game. Let's talk about these players. HeartBreakers now up 113 in contested, 65 for Living Nightmare. They're doing a great job. Ur is the emergency sub that was pulled in for tonight, going 7 and 9 with 7 seconds on the hill. But you know what? We're going into the second set of rotations. I don't know. Not too bad, because all things considered, besides 0-4, he's really the only one that's truly staying out, and Treasy as well. 10 and 7 for Treasy. 0-4 is 14 and 6. Those are the two standout players, but you also got to think about it. The times, though, 114 to 81, those kills only do so much if your team can go ahead and get on the hill, as we're seeing another A-plus performance on hill number 2 coming from HeartBreakers. Now, hopefully, Living Nightmare can go ahead and break this relatively soon and go ahead and keep them in this map.
They've been doing a decent job of creeping on in here. Nice shots are going to be coming on in from Matt, as I will be able to pick up Treasy. But, oh, man, Octane being able to pick up 2. That is going to be a rough one there for Living Nightmares. It pretty much resets their push for that P2 hill. But 23 seconds left here on this point. I almost feel like, yeah, we're going to be seeing early rotations going on in towards the back of the map. They're going to try and make sure that they are going to be able to secure this. What they have to be careful of are these initial kills that are going to be coming in for HeartBreakers. And as you can see it right now, they're going down. That does open it up here for that potential push. You see a big flank, though, coming in here from Octane. And he could actually do a lot of damage, but he doesn't know that Matthew is behind. Oh my God, he does, and he gets the turnaround shots. That was beautiful there from Octane, and that will open it up here for the rest of the team to go ahead, jump on the point. You see the spawns out all the way over to where P2 is, and that is that's a rough one right there. You know, you got to think that maybe Matt takes that kill, maybe being able to get those spawns back in the backside of that P3. And all of a sudden, it is a different game. But now we do see HeartBreakers starting to walk away with this. They're 81. They're 100 points ahead with 184 at the moment. You do see a killing spree also coming on in for 0-4, trying to make that 6, but he does get cut down from Josh. But, man, I got to say, HeartBreakers, it took them a little bit, but, man, they're starting to fire on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think the HeartBreakers that we're seeing is right now is what we're normally used to seeing, honestly. During that whole hill, going from 2 to 3 right there on the second set of rotations, Dio was on a 5, Treasy was on a 4, and 0-4, I believe, ended on a 5 or a 6 spree right there. So those kills earlier are coming from 0-4 and Treasy. That how I said that, hey, you guys have a lot of kills, but what is your team doing on time? Well, guess what? They were able to rack up those kills with some help from Dior and actually go ahead and get a bunch of time. 0-4 with a minute 52 on the clock right now for his team. 114 for Dior, but looking over at Living Nightmare, so far 37 from Josh and Slugger, excuse me, not Sugar. 33 coming from Slugger. So obviously times are lacking, and it's funny how we were saying that just that hill number 2 is so brutal, especially when you have good ARs like HeartBreakers does. But Matthew, credit to him, that was an amazing play there. Does get picked off, but here we go, answering back 0-4 with the double kill. You're going to be able to find him now, but it's 212 to 102 going into the last hill. And honestly, it's HeartBreakers. They're practically just double the amount ahead, just a little bit under now, but they're gonna Living Nightmare are gonna go ahead and do the best that they can. But they're just the HeartBreakers. They are frying them when it comes to kills. Now 26 and 11 for 0-4, 18-12 for Treasy, 19-17 excuse me for Dior. And Octavian's 15 and 12. All of them were playing their roles, and feel like this may be the last hill for this map.
Right now, yeah, they're going to be able to jump on, contest a little bit. Number 6 there, DR, though, he is doing some work, able to pick up 2, coming on in. He is currently 22 and 17 on a 3 streak, so teammates are going to be coming on up to help on out, bolster this frontline unit. And yeah, with only 10 seconds left to go, they should be able to clean this up. I don't think anybody really is going to be able to get on and touch it. DR still rocking it right now on a 4th kill streak. Looking for number 5. He will be able to trade on out. So just at the last second, literally 1 second left to go, we do see Living Nightmare being able to jump onto it. And honestly, HeartBreakers, they can end it out right now. I think they are going to be able to clear this out. Matt is the only one left alive. And, oh, no, they do get some even trades. But eventually, HeartBreakers is going to be able to take that 120 to 250. You know, I think that's kind of what we expected to happen there in map number 1.
Yeah, it wasn't the 100-point club, kind of like we were kind of thinking that was going to happen, but Living Nightmare stayed. The breaking point was hill number 2 on the second set of hills. That was the breaking point for this map. HeartBreakers took that hill and ran with it. I believe only 40 more points were scored coming from that second hill. Like I said, the second set of rotations, all the way to the end of that. Only 40 more points were scored coming from Living Nightmare, and I believe 12 of them actually came from the second to last hill there. Just when it was all scrap time. But Living Nightmare, they didn't look awful, like I said, for the first part, but after it all went downhill. The HeartBreakers that we are used to seeing, they were slaying out, they were playing objective, they were getting the rotations, they were doing everything textbook competitive Call of Duty style, and they look like a good team now. Hopefully going into this S&D, I'm rooting for the Express as well, because I've yet to cast it on Cold War. Also same with Apocalypse, but that's not here tonight, unfortunately. Living Nightmare gonna get a shot at the S&D, but HeartBreakers, they're no slouches when it comes to S&D as well. So it's gonna be very interesting. How many rounds will Living Nightmare be able to get, and are they gonna be able to win this map? That'll be the question coming up here to go ahead and keep the series alive for a little bit longer.
Yeah. So chat right now. Let's just see. What do you think the round count is going to be here in S&D for map number 2? Matt, what's your prediction?
6-2, Living Nightmare, or not Living Nightmare, HeartBreaker, excuse me.
So
they're good. They're a good S&D team.
Woo! All right, so 6-2 there for Matt. I'm thinking it's going to be probably about 6-2, 6-3 as well. Let us know in chat what do you guys think is going to be the case. But yeah, I think S&D is probably still going to be heavily favoring and HeartBreakers, although HeartBreakers has been known to go a little trolly on this map as well, so maybe seen something like that coming in. I don't know. Hopefully that ain't the case. But yeah, so let's go ahead real quick while we are waiting. Just go ahead and talk about our partners here, our fantastic partners throughout the year. And it is going to be GitGudHosts here. These guys, they do provide us the most fair and balanced opportunity here for competition online. I mean, it's probably the best that you're going to get. So we definitely do appreciate their partnership here. DropShotStats providing all the stats that we have been able to use throughout the season. All these really cool storylines that we've been able to put together, how teams and players have been doing throughout the year has really made a difference. So props to them. Gamers Resort, obviously mental health is important. So we do appreciate the work that they do, especially in these times. This last year that we've had, it's been pretty rough for a lot of people. Then, of course, DesignByYou.com, who has been able to provide all of the overlays and the really, really sweet, awesome intros. And I think, I don't know if the Hero did it this time, but we actually have a playoff intro snippet that was provided. So it's pretty cool stuff. Really, really exciting. So definitely thank you to those guys for working with us here at K7. So yeah, moving on into our S&D, it is going to be on Raid. Raid is probably one of the most balanced maps here that we're going to be able to see. And hopefully that, yeah, so Connie, man, why are you messing up and, you know, switching over here to our faces instead of the game? But anyways, Ur is going to be able to get that trade out. We do see a 1 versus 2 now. That is going to be going down. Dior is up looking for that last player. He knows exactly where he's going to be at. As we will be seeing him just kind of hunting around just a bit. His teammates know where the bomb is going to be at. So you don't have to really do much here. Just kind of wait for Living Nightmare to try and to figure out what they are going to be doing. You're the substitute on this roster here tonight. Let's see if he can make some magic happen, and he can't, as they will go down, and that's going to be the first round there to HeartBreakers.
Yeah, in case you missed it because of our beautiful producers tonight, HeartBreakers went ahead and started that one with a nice little two-piece, then finding, I believe, Slugger there late, and then it was Dior and Treasy going up against here. It was just utter obliteration in favor of HeartBreakers going into it. But yeah, going into round number 2 now, obviously that fast pace that we kind of saw come from HeartBreakers down mid paid off coming out in the 2v1. Now, will Living Nightmare be ready for a fast... Oh, God, Treasy pulled out the MP5. There's no way. I don't even think there's attachments on this dude. But, oh, there is. There, no. He switched to a Craig. He was doing a little speed thing. Anyways, yeah, so HeartBreakers, they're going to go ahead and be a little bit faster here on a site this time. Not down in mid, but Living Nightmare gonna make... Oh, there you go. Josh with a nice little double kill. Treasy gonna go ahead and try and find him. But Josh is gonna get a triple kill for Josh to go ahead and bring them... Oh, never mind. 0-4. That was quickly shut down. A 3v1, now a 1v1. 0-4 finding 2. Going to be picking up a SMG as his backup with that Craig. It's going to look good for him. He still has the bomb in hand. He's going to rotate his way towards A, and I think he got a glimpse of Slugger somewhere. Or Slugger. I just keep making up all these names for him tonight. But like I said, I think he got the intel. He knew where he was at. Bomb's going to go ahead and go down. Now he's going to have a lot of room to play around with. But as I say that, he moves it fast. Slugger is going to go ahead, hunt down 0-4. He's checking everything, but 0-4 is in a decent spot. His gun won't be peeking out, but is the fuse going to come out? No way. He's hopping.
He's hopping.
But he's not laying down.
No. Oh, that would have been fantastic. But HeartBreakers not going to let that one happen. So, yeah, I mean, Josh here, like, dude, let's see more of this. Oh, man. Slides around, picks up the 3. Looking fantastic. Unfortunately, the rest of his team decided to go ahead and sit on the bench. And, yeah, it's going to be a 2-0 there for HeartBreakers. So we are going to be heading into round number 3. Is Living Nightmare going to be able to get onto the board here, as they have been struggling so far? See if they can get some momentum in their hands. 0-4 is on a 4 kill streak currently right now. Looking absolutely fan-freaking-tastic as he picks up the first blood. See Josh right now just trying to check out what he has there into the middle of the map. Big push coming around on the flank, but that's going to be Dior coming out on top. Nice little entry frags coming in, and that is going to be 3 down already. Make that 4. HeartBreakers makes easy work of Living Nightmare with a 3-0 advantage.
Yeah, and just HeartBreakers right now on defense. They're playing so fast, and like what happened around 1. Living Nightmare cannot keep up with how fast they are playing on their defense. HeartBreakers offense, vice versa. HeartBreakers defense, Living Nightmare's offense. So I'm actually going to be surprised if Living Nightmare doesn't try and bait out a few of these fast plays here going into their next defense or offense. I've once again mixed them up, but HeartBreakers, we saw a hard B push last time. A beautiful play come from Josh when the sides were like this. And then obviously 0-4 picking up the 3 in a 1v3 magically. He almost, recalling now, he actually almost picked up Josh too. Josh, I believe, went to about half HP. But now here we go. Getting aggressive now, Laundry. They want that Laundry control. They actually, Living Nightmare giving up Laundry control to see if they can go ahead and get early picks. Now mid control coming from Josh. If he can go ahead and find one of these kills as the bomb goes ahead and goes down, Treasy going to try and land some shots on the Slugger. Not going to be able to find him. Bomb will go down. Now a 4v4 situation. Everybody up. It's about to get chaotic as heck right now as 3 players are now peeking mid. You do have Matt in the back. Treasy's going to be able to find 1. And now it's going to be 2 looking to back, looking at Matthew. And then it's going to be the other 2 on HeartBreakers looking around for Slugger and Yer. As we go ahead and take the time, still a 3v4. Matt's trying to make something happen there in the back. We'll go ahead and get taken out. It's going to be a 1v4 as another kill will be found, and it's boom, boom, boom in favor of HeartBreakers. Now 4-0 right now. HeartBreakers are playing so fast, and Living Nightmare cannot keep up.
This is definitely looking brutal here for the Living Nightmare side. So far, HeartBreakers have been able to just... I think maybe 1 round it looked like it could be a little bit iffy, but honestly, since then, it has been absolutely in the control of HeartBreakers here so far. Unfortunately, 0-4 did end up getting picked up, so he's not going to be able to continue on in that streak, but right now, Treasy is on a 2 kill streak of his own. We're seeing a big push coming up over here towards that A bomb site. Does look like the initial frag is going to be over there towards Josh, but quickly is going to be answered back. As Matt doesn't get picked up. Treasy now with the rotation coming on in. He might be able to pick up, at the very least, a nice pinch. Yes, Akbait will be able to take down one. Oh, the turnaround! Pick up two. Yer will be able to pick him out. But it's now going to be down to a 1 versus 2. Treasy's going to go ahead, hop the bomb. Yer, is he able to check it? He doesn't. Spot him out. Will end up going down. Again, Heartbreakers take another round. 5-0. We just might be seeing a 6-0 coming on in here. This is tragic right now for Living Nightmare.
I could only imagine how this control is going to go next up, dude. I believe I predicted the 6-2. You said 6-1/6-2. We both are once again going to be wrong here. I do have a feeling as we go into match point now. 5 rounds have been played. Heartbreakers looking to go ahead and close it out here. Living Nightmare trying to stay alive. Josh with 5-5, getting 3 of his 5 kills in 1 round. That round being, I believe, number 3. As we go ahead and get aggressive, Slugger will be first to fall, and that's going to be all 4 players on the side of Heartbreakers on this site. And once again, playing extremely aggressive. Living Nightmare don't know what to do. They need to go ahead and set something up here, and they need to push together. They have to get these ARs down so they can go ahead and push further, but it won't happen. Josh will going to fall. Now now it's going to be a 1v4 for Matt. Will he be able to do something? And the answer will be no. Heartbreakers take the S&D. A less than, I feel like, 5 or 8 minute game, honestly. That was, yeah, that was something. Let's go with that.
I would say that is the reason why Heartbreakers is your undefeated team so far within the regular season. They looked absolutely fantastic, hitting every single one of their shots. 1 round, it looked like it may have been a little bit shaky, but for the most part, they had absolute control of it. Do want to point this out, not picking on him, but Slugger was not able to get a single kill that entire map. He was 0-6 finishing it out, so that is absolutely rough. But yeah, Heartbreakers just they look like themselves. I mean, they were in complete control the entire time. So yeah, moving on into our control next. That is going to be on, I believe, Raid again.
Right.
So you know, again, I think Raid Control is one of your better maps if you want to try and make it scrappy. But we are talking about Heartbreakers here, so I'm thinking this is probably going to be a quick 3-0 unless we just... Now, we have seen some teams before. I mean, I know God Gaming, for instance, has done it before. Who was it we were watching the other day? May have been Swear Society? I'm not sure. There was another team that was kind of struggling, and we hit the control, and all of a sudden they just kicked it into another gear, and they were able to really start firing back. Maybe we see that coming out of Living Nightmare. I highly doubt that. If they do end up taking control, it's got to be like maybe in a round 5 or something like that. Just some craziness going down. But yeah, advantage is definitely going to be over here for Heartbreakers going to this next map.
No, dude, it's obviously going to be in favor. We saw the party coming from Heartbreakers, slaying wise coming from map number 1, then carrying over to map number 2. Just the slaying power. There's something missing right now with this Living Nightmare roster, and I believe it's honestly, it feels like an AR presence. They don't really have that Overwatch for say of people that are able to hit these shots in long range, because if they were able to, a lot of these close encounters really wouldn't be happening. Obviously, the subs on Living Nightmare being very sneaky like, and they're able to bomb and weave and get themselves close enough to go ahead and take out players like Josh, who was able to get that 3-piece, even though he was using the Bullfrog. But we did see him an AR for, I believe, 2 rounds there, and he wasn't able to make anything happen there. But now going into the control on a Raid, one of the more balanced maps in general, but definitely the most balanced map in my opinion when it comes to control. First kill will go in favor of Heartbreakers as we go ahead and get the shots through. And now, oh, there you go, picking up another kill. 0-4, getting a wall bang off on the Slugger. And now they're actually already going to go ahead and get aggressive. Attempt to go to the spawn. The trade will happen though. And now, are we going to be able to see him start pushing a little bit? But it's just a lot of back and forth right now. Living Nightmare actually able to stick in this. They're only down by 2 lives. And it's going to be interesting to go ahead and see what they can go ahead and do to cap this A site or even the B site early here, Brett.
We'll see if they can do it now. I would love to, but not looking too good. Now we do see a wipe coming on in. I like that. Immediately we see the wipe come in. Treasy is going to just going ahead rotating on into the next side of the map, and will be able to, at the very least, facilitate 1 kill coming in. And Matthew is going to be trying to clear out that middle section. Will be making his way over here towards that cap zone onto B. But oh man, fantastic shots are going to be coming in from HeartBreakers to be able to clear that off once again. So yeah, 27 seconds left. They got 1 tick over there onto A. They haven't had any luck on B. We see the rotation once again going to be shifting over to A, but look who is there, ready and waiting. That's going to be 04, who will be able to cause some problems. And Dior also going to be going onto a flank of his own. So yeah, HeartBreakers again in the kill feed, looking fantastic. Finally, Ur is going to get taken down. So 4 seconds left. Not going to have enough time here to push into any of these sites. And that is going to be round number 1 in favor of HeartBreakers.
Yeah, Living Nightmare only able to pick up 11 kills that round, I believe. So obviously just the early presence of the 04's AR here, like I was just saying, just 04 has been annihilating the entire time so far, picking up this wall bang. Then he actually goes ahead, and it will show it, him getting the trade onto his teammate, Mr. Ur, will go ahead and get taken out as well. Just a big play early here is what we love to see, especially coming from B side, where a early B side hit can mean a lot of trouble going for the defensive team. B side being the harder objective to go ahead and take, and A obviously a little bit easier. But the way that these spawns work, they do kind of punish you for getting a bit too aggressive. They will either spawn you like poolside or even on the ramp, just like below the bedroom, and then obviously the art gallery like ramp area over there. But 2 kills will go ahead and come out in favor of HeartBreakers first. Slugger going to find the first one for Living Nightmare. And a very, oh, never mind, Hero messed it up. But I was saying, that's actually a really good angle coming from your Hero doing his best. Did look really good, but Dior going to be able to find 2. They're streaking right now. Treasy, I believe, is on a 3. Octavian on 3. Dior will go ahead and get taken out. And now Octavian, or Octavane, sorry, probably saying that wrong the entire time. But here we go, that early B presence, like I was stating earlier, when it goes ahead and comes to the defensive side, it's like HeartBreakers is already just completely annihilating the competition right now. Living Nightmare not doing anything at all. 3 and 10 coming from Josh. He's not able to get kills, and he's giving up his life way too easily, it seems like. But honestly, there's nothing much you can do when you have, like, look at this, 3 players hitting on the flank right now, only 1 player in the hill, and they're going to go ahead and try their best. They have 1 minute and 50 and 25 lives left to go ahead and make something happen here, Brett. And I really just don't see Living Nightmare doing anything this round nor the next, dude.
Probably not. We see nice shots coming in from 04. Actually runs out of ammo there, has to reload. But that's no problem, because he's going to be able to pick up 2 more, looking for the 3rd. And that's going to be easy peasy there. We go ahead and snap that up. Automatically going to be seeing the artillery coming on out. He is going to be on a 6 streak, looking for the 7. He's got the cruise missile as well. But yeah, this one is already pretty much locked up. I see A getting capped over here very, very quickly, and that's going to be a 2-0 there for HeartBreakers. So, you know, in that situation, you know, especially over there on that B hit, I think the difference that we saw in the B hit coming in for HeartBreakers as opposed to the B hit from Living Nightmare is the fact that HeartBreakers was able to get that initial floor wipe to get onto that B side. Living Nightmare was not. They ended up just basically flat out trading out with the guy up there in money, and that did leave them open for more respawns to be able to come in and reinforce that particular area. So if you're going to be able to take B really fast, you need to be able to get that initial 4 down to be able to quickly get onto the site and get that control, and that's just not what we were seeing from Living Nightmare. So we'll see how they're going to be faring. This is going to be another attacking round for them. Again, attacking is slightly more difficult than what defending is on this map, but it's probably the most balanced one. You do see, I think that was, who was that? Was that 04 that was trying to go in for the streak? Ends up getting picked up by Slugger, but got Slugger right now in the middle trying to cause some problems. He is not going to be able to do much as he does get taken down. And all of a sudden, you're starting to see HeartBreakers doing exactly what we saw in round number 1, which is pushing them all the way back into their spawn. And they're not really getting close to a lot of these points. You're starting to see them kind of tipping over there towards that B side of the map, but they've got to get those initial kills. That's a good start right there, being able to pick up 1. Treasy is still going to be in the backfield. He does get taken down, so you have to watch out from behind. And of course, you do have those streaks that are going to be making that initial difference as well. So you do see the second player getting picked up, from that cruise missile. And HeartBreakers, I mean, again, just looking fantastic there. They will be able to clear out that B site, keeping control of it. The one good thing out of it is that Living Nightmare hasn't been able to stop the clock. and they have been able to get at least another tick on A.
Yeah, like you said, 30 seconds left, 2 ticks. I believe, no, that's 1 in like 90% of a tick. There you go. There we go. Can get that second tick on A. 28 seconds left. I mean, I believe it's 18 to 15. Everything does render out. Yes, it is 18 to 15 coming in lives right now. But 04 is on a streak once again. He's currently on that 5 streak right now. 19 seconds left. They're looking to do something. Going to go ahead and pull out the streaks already. 04 looking good. 20 and 7, dude. And I don't know if Hero knows this on top of his head, but it would be interesting to see. Probably won't be seeing because this is probably the last round. What the highest kill streak is so far for K7 this season, or even all time, honestly. Because you know Hero? No idea. Hero doesn't know. 14. Sparky knows it. Oh, I got you. Sparky will know that, but we don't know on top of our heads. But yeah, HeartBreakers gonna go ahead and 3-0 this map and 3-0 this series. I can't say I'm surprised. HeartBreakers being a really, really good team. And Living Nightmare, they looked good there that round for a little bit, honestly. And then obviously we saw a small light during the S&D for 1 round. We saw a small little light as well come out for the hard point for the first set of rotations. So Living Nightmare, I won't say it was awful during the hard point, but obviously Living, if we're going to be meeting these guys in playoffs, if that thing's going to happen or not, it will be quite difficult going up against this team once again.
Yeah, Hardpoint looked the best for them throughout the entire series. Again, you said that 1 round may have looked like they had something going on.
A
but
1v1, yeah.
Yeah, Josh, you know, he did his best there with that 3 kills. But ultimately, it was not going to be in the cards. HeartBreakers takes this in a nice, comfortable 3-0 fashion, which is not something that we really doubted. Something that you mentioned earlier as well, this is going to be a perfect season for these guys. So they have not dropped a map at all. So that's fantastic job there for them. And yeah, they go into the playoffs feeling pretty damn good, I have to say. So we are going to, I guess, end it out right here. That's going to be the match. We do not have a 10 o'clock match here tonight, guys. That has been canceled, unfortunately. So definitely tune in tomorrow, though. We will have our regular scheduled matches. I believe both matches. Yes. So both matches are definitely going to be going down tomorrow, and it should be some pretty good ones. So definitely tune in for those. As you'll see right now, the matches that will be taking place on your screen. It is going to be okay. So if you're thinking that Knights Templar could take, okay. So we're hearing that if Knights Templar takes down Valiant Gaming, then they are going to be knocking out. You say Rated White out from the wild card position. I don't think that we are going to be seeing that coming out from Knights Templar, to be honest with you. I like the guys, but that Valiant roster has been just absolutely beasting it since they have come in. They did have that one spec on the, which honestly, if you want to just go by rosters, they have had a perfect season, I believe, so far as the roster. The one that did end up losing that first map of the year was not the same 4 guys that we see playing right now. So those guys are on another level. I think they actually took out Natural Talent as well in 3-0 fashion, which there for a while was the top runner in their division. So Knights Templar, you know. All right, so God Gaming takes the win. They're going to be the #1 seed in relegation. So a lot of interesting stuff here that's going to be happening. Relegation matches will be going on next week as well. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff that's going to be coming up here in these next 4 matches. And yeah, so anyways, guys, we are going to be ending it out there for the evening. Matt, thank you so much here for casting with me tonight. Unfortunately, Shifty, he is just he's just not. Wow, man, Shifty, I won't tell you what Hero just called you. It was just, your ears would be hurting right now. So anyways, thank you guys. We're going to end it out there. Have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Thank God we don't have to deal with
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out.
Hello and welcome everybody.
Playoffs and the momentum leading up to it is all but high at this point.
You have to go into every gunfight in this game, especially where trades are almost a necessity. A seeker will come through and steal 3.